Hello everyone, in this video we're gonna go through our top 3 instruments and I'm gonna prepare you for what moves to watch out for during this week. We are gonna go over some setups and potential trades that you can take advantage of. I'm gonna show you what strategies we use to analyze the market and also how to really improve your trading. So stay until the end of this video because there's a lot more coming out. And before we proceed, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out any of our future content. Alright, now let's carry on. So if you've watched some of our previous videos, as you probably already know, what we normally do is we go through the economic calendar and see what events we will have during this week. And to be honest, it looks like it's not going to be that busy this week because we've got just a few of them. Now here on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we've got some GBP news followed by some US dollar news just after lunchtime. Okay, then on Wednesday in the morning got some GBP news again regarding the consumer price index, and then on Thursday we've got GDP numbers coming out for the New Zealand dollar. Then a couple of hours later we've got unemployment rates for the Aussie dollar, and on the very same day just after lunchtime again we've got retail sales for the US dollar, and those are some news that could affect price action. However, we're not expecting anything major really, so still something to watch out for. And that's pretty much for the whole week. Then it looks like on Friday we do have some news again for the US dollar, but like I said, we're gonna go through those instruments and we'll see what are the potential moves to look out for. So the first instrument that we're going to start off will be Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at the daily chart where we can see that price action has begun a downside move breaking below previous structure. Then we're going to drop down to the 4-hour chart and we will see those levels in more detail and as more specific numbers. And then finally we're going to have a look at the hourly chart again and see what are the next potential levels for price to possibly reach. So before we proceed, make sure to check out the video from last week where again we talked about Bitcoin, and what we're going to do today is we will talk to what happened since then and what will happen next, right? So what we see here is price breaking below this structure right here at the 47-48k level, violating a strong support, and it looks like it's currently continuing lower, right? We've also got multiple wicks to the upside, and now we're going to drop down to the 4-hour chart so we can see what has happened since it broke below this strong support level right here. And what we see down here on the 4-hour chart is a nice break below this support right here. Price then came back for a retest of that level and it continued lower, right? Then we had another pullback and another push down, showing us that there's probably still some selling pressure pushing price down, right? So looking at the chart here on the 4-hour time frame, I'm looking at this level here at 44k. It's right around here. And I'm saying that if price breaks below that level, but when I say break, I want to see break and close below that level. So what we've got here is break and close below that level. We've also got a retest of the level and then price continuing lower. So that's what I'm expecting to see here as well. Break below, coming back for a retest, and then that will give us some nice and decent entry opportunities to get involved into a short positions. Okay, I wouldn't be entering any trades before that because there's really no point to do that when we're just trading at a 44k, significant support level, right? And if you did have any trades from last week and you're still holding long trades, if your stop loss is below that level, then you can keep them open because there's still a chance to see that reversal. Or if you did manage to collect some profits or got out a break even, I would say just wait for price action and see what's going to happen next. Get a clear setup, a confirmed entry, and then re-enter again. Okay, so let's move on to the hourly chart and see what's gonna happen now. Another reason for why I think we shouldn't be entering right now is because we've got this downside impulse, and what happened since then is price has created some lower values, but it looks like it's not trading lower as strong as it began right here. Okay, it's kind of trading sideways and maybe even losing power. And that's mainly because of that 44k level right here. So if we do see that break below and the retest, that's when we can enter short with the highest probability of being right. But what could happen also is we might actually see a reversal, and if we see market breaking above this previous structure, well, for the more aggressive traders, that could be an entry in the opposite direction. But what really is the best way to enter is to see market breaking above this previous structure right here. And that's, let me be more specific, that's around the 47k level. Okay, so if I see price above the 47k level, that's when I'm going to be looking to enter long again, and that would mean most probably that this move will be reversing back and continuing higher. Okay, now in case of market breaking below that 44k support, then the next level we're going to be looking at will be down here at 38k. Okay, more aggressive stop loss on this trade would be, you know, just above right here, and obviously more conservative stop loss, something that will definitely keep you safe, will be just above the 40k 46k level. Okay, so if that is your stop loss and take profit down at what we just said, let me just go back to the 4-hour chart. So it looks like a stop loss above here with take profit all the way down at 38,000 mark level. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're looking at here on Bitcoin. Make sure to comment down below and let us know what is your setup, what are the levels that you are potentially look to trade off, and that way we can exchange some ideas. Moving on to our second instrument, this is the euro dollar, and again make sure to check out the video from last week to see what we talked about and what has happened since then. But again, we're going to start off from the daily time frame, and price has begun that reversal that we talked about in the last video. Then dropping down on the 4-hour time frame, we will see what lower structure we currently have, and then on the hourly chart I'm going to show you some potential entry levels at which you can possibly get involved as well. And also make sure to check out the link in the description down below and join our free Telegram channel where you can get in touch with us, and we can add you to our premium channel where we send out our entry signals and all of the trades that we take with our members as well. Alright, let's head on to the chart. So in last week's video, price was up here reacting to this previous structure, and we talked about this resistance possibly acting as a reversal level for price. So that's exactly what happened since then, and we are currently trading about 90 pips lower. Looking at the daily chart here, we are expecting this downside move to continue to at least test previous bottoms all the way down here, which is around 1.1670 or just a little bit above that for that extra security. So there's still a potential downside move of over 100 pips. Okay, if you guys are looking to enter a trade here and you still don't have one, then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna check out the lower time frames and see what potential setups we might have here. Now, looking at the 4-hour chart, this downside move begun. We then placed a fib retracement level from swing high down here to swing low. Then we had a correction. Price reacted to that 38.2 level. Nice bearish engulfing candle, taking the market lower, continuing that downside move. Okay, so like I said, there's still a lot of room to the downside for price to go, and we should have another entry opportunity for those of you that haven't got a trade yet but are looking to enter. Now I'm gonna drop down to the hourly chart and check out what is the level right here, which is the previous low that price has just broken below of, right? So looking at the hourly chart here, now I believe that this downside move should now end at this point, and we should see a nice correction, a pullback that will give us our entry opportunity, right? So one of the levels is right here at previous structure, and this is going to be a great level if price manages to pull back right here. This is where we are going to be looking for some type of reversal signal, maybe a reversal candle, and that's where we want to enter short. But just like we used a fib retracement level on the previous move, that's what we can do now. We can have a fib retracement from swing high down here to swing low if this is the end of that downside move. And looking at the fib retracement levels, the first one is 38.2. Okay, so even if price comes right around here and it gives us a reversal signal, although it's not perfectly aligned with this previous structure, this is going to be a nice entry level. Okay, another one is obviously the 50% level, which is right here aligned with the previous structure, so another entry opportunity. And to be honest, all the way up here to 61.8, where even if price pulls back right here, which is basically the 1.1820 level, this is still a nice trading opportunity. And to be honest, it's actually going to be the best one because it will give us a higher price at which we could sell, right? So looking at fib retracement levels, is really inside of this zone here between the 61.8 and the 38.2 level. Price coming inside of this zone, showing us a sign of a reversal, like a reversal candle, another bearish engulfing or anything like this. This is where we're going to be entering. A more aggressive stop loss will be just above that reversal, and obviously a more conservative stop loss will be up here or just above the highs. Right, so I'm gonna go back to the 4-hour chart again, and if we're looking, let's say, a mid-level right around here, 50%, then that means we're looking at a potential downside move of about 140 pips with a stop loss of about 40 pips. Okay, if you do enter at the 38.2 level, again a potential move to the downside around 130 pips with a stop loss of about 50 pips. Okay, I think this is a great opportunity, something that you can definitely take advantage of. So watch out for price action here on euro dollar. And moving on to the last instrument that we're going to see, gold. But before that, make sure to comment down below what setups are you looking at. Do you like any of those setups? Tell us more about your trading, and just get engaged in the comment section down below. Also, check out the links in the description of this video. Follow us on social media and join our free Telegram channel where you can find a lot more setups like this one, where we pretty much post on a daily basis. Okay, now let's have a look at what is the situation here on gold. Looking at the daily time frame, again we see a reversal, price with a downside move. Then we're going to step down to the 4-hour chart and we'll see that in more detail. And then we're also going to check out the hourly chart and see what potential entries we might actually have pretty soon. All right, so again, very similar to euro dollar, gold has reached this previous resistance right here where we previously had structure again. We had a strong reaction rejecting that level, and then price just dropped to the downside with quite a move. Okay, so expecting a strong US dollar, we should see this instrument again at least testing previous lows right here at 1730. Okay, I'm gonna drop down to the 4-hour chart, and the first support that we've broken below is this one right here. Okay, the next one that we're going to be looking at is this one right here, and I'm just going to place a horizontal level down there so we can see the exact number. Let me just make that a little bit thicker. Okay, and that's at 1780 or 1780 to 83. So if we do see price breaking below that support, possibly coming back for a retest, that could give us a nice entry opportunity. And that's, if you do have a short trade already at this level, you can add to your trade, but first make sure to go risk-free on your other position, right? If you don't have a trade, then that's what you could be waiting for, as this is going to give you a high probability setup and a very nice entry level. At this point you could use a stop loss right around here, just about the 1800 level. Okay, so you're gonna have that much of a stop loss for a potential profit of of about $60 to the downside. Okay, with stop loss of about $20. something similar. We're talking roughly, but I believe this is a pretty decent setup. Looking at the hourly chart here, we can see price, stalling and not being able to break below this level. And so if it does at any point, then this is definitely gonna give us a nice trading opportunity, because we can see that this is a strong support level. So if market breaks below it, which looks very promising, then that would mean we should see price continuing lower. Okay, again, pretty decent setup. And also looking at this previous move, if we place our fib retracement level from swing high down here to swing low, this point down here, we can see that we've got a perfect reaction again at the 38.2 level. Okay, so that's how the market is supposed to move. So I think this is something that should definitely be on your watch list. So make sure to watch out for a price action here and potential downside continuation. All right. I hope that helps. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. Again, subscribe to our channel, comment down below, get in touch with us at any point. We're going to be happy to help, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to watch our last 2 videos where you can find more valuable information. Check out our channel for more trading related videos. I wish you all a successful trading, and I'll see you next time.